Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. In this episode of How to Play West End Games' Star Wars the Role-Playing Game 30th Anniversary Edition, we're stepping into a larger world. In 1987, West End Games captured the grand sweep and cinematic excitement of the original trilogy with a system that lets you swing across chasms, con Imperial guards, and dive through asteroid fields. But as the game grew, players yearned for more detail, more flexibility, and yes, more rules. Today we are introducing the essential bridge between the basic game and the expanded universe of the D6 system, the Star Wars Rules Companion. Released in 1989 and written by Greg Gordon, the Rules Companion was created as a response to thousands of players who wanted to maintain the fast-paced, movie-like spirit of the game while adding a layer of tactical depth. It is important to understand what this book is and what it isn't. The Rules Companion is not a standalone game. You still need the original core rulebook to use it. Think of it as an evolution of the system. Inside this 80-page supplement, you'll find a mixture of brand new mechanics and vital clarifications for existing ones. One of the most critical aspects of using this book is that it functions as an intertwining system. Unlike some RPG supplements where you can cherry-pick rules cafeteria style, the Rules Companion works best when used as a comprehensive whole. The new movement rules support the combat rules, which in turn support the new attribute and skill clarifications. If you're planning on playing future published adventures for this edition, you'll want to get comfortable with this book, as those adventures were designed to be fully compatible with these updated standards. The Star Wars Rules Companion updates the core game across 7 specific chapters, expanding the fast-paced, breathtaking parameters of the original system. These chapters are designed as an intertwining system rather than a cafeteria-style menu of options. The 7 chapters of revisions include Chapter 1, Attributes and Skills. This chapter retains the original 6 attributes, but introduces a more granular scale for difficulty numbers to reflect subtle distinctions in tasks. It also clarifies the dice and pips system, explaining how to round pips into dice for equipment and skill improvements while maintaining pips for in-game action rolls. Chapter 2, Movement. These rules replace or extensively revise the original system to work in concert with new combat mechanics. Chapter 3, Combat. This chapter introduces refined combat sequences for both personal and starship encounters. It emphasizes haste and coordinating work, where a commander's command skill determines how many characters can combine their fire for a single, more powerful attack. Chapter 4, Starships. This section provides vital corrections to the astrogation gazetteer and chart, changing travel times from days to hours. It also details how hyperspace journeys can be shortened at the cost of increased difficulty. Chapter 5, Star Warriors Conversion. This chapter provides a specialized system for converting starships and pilots between the role-playing game and the Star Warriors board game. Chapter 6, Droids and Equipment. Beyond new items like synth rope and breath masks, this chapter provides the definitive framework for creating droids as non-player characters or even fully playable characters. Chapter 7, Capital Ship Combat. This chapter introduces massive scale fleet mechanics, including facing, top, bottom, left, right, forward, and rear, and rules for managing ship-wide damage and shield states during a battle. The Force section. In addition to these 7 chapters, the book features a comprehensive Force section that completely replaces the original dark side rules. It introduces mechanics for calling upon the dark side in desperate moments, which provides a force point but requires a difficult perception or control check to avoid corruption. It also introduces a power total for force skills, limiting a character to mastering 3 powers per full die of their force skill code. The Rules Companion represents the moment Star Wars the Role-Playing Game truly matured, offering the crunch that veteran gamers craved without losing the breathtaking parameters of the films we love. Over the next few episodes, we're going to break down these chapters one by one so you can decide which system will best serve your own galactic campaign. Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to subscribe to this channel and click the bell to get notified about our next video. You can now join the Infernal Brotherhood through YouTube memberships and even become a patron on Patreon. Don't forget to pick up some of our custom designed Star Wars apparel or even Star Wars tabletop role-playing games by following the links in the description below. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking Nerf Herders, may the Force be with you.